everyone, I'm Callie. Welcome back into the channel. Today we're going to be playing another episode of Mass Effect 3. Last episode opened up another huge discussion on the topic of the genophage. We went to go complete the summit mission and it did not go how I expected it to go at all. I was expecting all of the species to be around a big table on the Normandy and kind of just making jabs at one another, but ultimately coming down to a decision that would help us all help each other. Instead, it came down to Wrex coming in, pretty much barging in and demanding that the genophage be cured in order for them to help any further in this Reaper war. So I took it very literally, wondering how Krogan babies that were mass produced now, how could they help the Reapers now? And it wasn't until after I edited the video also, and I had more time to kind of think about it and go through what Wrex might be going through. I like to try to put myself into people's shoes. It's something that I do in real life, and I think it's just something that I've always kind of done, where even if like I'm listening to a song, for example, and I'll be like, hey, you should go listen to this song, and I know them and they're like one of my really good friends, I will actually go back and listen to that song as if I am them, knowing their personality, because walking in other people's shoes is something that I think is really important, and it also helps you give a different perspective on life. So walking in other people's shoes is something that I enjoy doing in real life and also in games, and I think that's one of the reasons why I get so emotionally attached to a lot of characters, because I am constantly putting myself into other characters' shoes or people's shoes. After I had time to actually sit back and do that and read through the amazing comments that you guys left for me, which thank you all so much. There were some very, very awesome comments that made me sit down and actually take everything into full consideration here, because this has been one of the more gray topics that we have had in the Mass Effect series so far, and it's one that I really, really love to ponder, because there can be different angles no matter how you see it, depending on whose shoes you're walking in. So after taking a step back, after putting myself into Wrex's shoes, after reading some of the comments, I realize now that it's not literally Krogan babies that are going to be fighting the war right now. It's more of just a bargaining chip, an angle for a way for Wrex to finally get the genophage cured, because after the Reapers are taken care of, if we are successful, the Krogan might not have another shot at bringing up the genophage again. That definitely clicked for me, and I've always had a problem with taking things super literally at first, and then it takes me like a second to kind of take a step back and realize, okay, don't think about this literally, think about it in the future. Coming into today, I still feel very lost. I still have the same views that I've had about the genophage. I don't think that the Krogan are ready for a cure yet, but coming from Wrex's perspective, I can see why he would want to use that bargaining plateau that he has right now. He has the floor. In order for the Turians to get help, in order for any of the races to really get help from the Krogans, we need to try to get Wrex happy. We need to take his word for it. We need to trust him. He wants to cure the genophage. He thinks that they're ready. I want to go with Wrex. I'm struggling to go with Wrex. As you all know, Wrex has a very, very big part in my heart, and I want to make him happy, and I want him to not hate us, and I don't want to destroy our relationship. I'm still going to talk to him very honestly about the genophage and how we feel about it, but as far as curing it right now, I feel like if it's still possible without Malin's data, we should probably take the plunge and try to do it. If the Krogan do decide to help out and they also get wiped out like the Turians are getting wiped out like the Batarians are, like Earth is, there might not be a Krogan race to even save in the future. It wasn't until I started editing, it wasn't until I started putting myself in Wrex's shoes that I sort of realize this. Right now, it's crucial that Wrex fights as hard as he can to try to get the genophage cured because there's not really many Krogan left to even fight this war right now. It's another one of those topics that just absolutely blows my mind away, that I really love thinking about in this game, and I cannot wait to get in and see what is in store for us here in Sur'Kesh. I have a very strong feeling that we could run into Mordin finally, and I really hope that we do run into Mordin. I am a little bit nervous about the conversation with Mordin in front of Wrex because I am already on Rex's bad side. We were very honest with him in the ride over here about how we felt about destroying Malin's data. I told him up front that I didn't regret it at the time. So I feel like today is going to be emotional. It's going to be very heavy. There's going to be a lot of awkward moments between Wrex and I, but ultimately there are like three main things that I hope out of today's episode. One is that I don't completely destroy my relationship with Wrex. I want to be able to trust him. I want to be able to make him happy and let him have his bargaining chip moment, even if I don't necessarily agree with it. Without the data, though, I'm not really sure how big of a shot or a chance there is. I'm not sure if I've already made my bed and I have to sleep in it. I'm not sure what the repercussions are from that, but I am nervous to find out, but I'm also very interested to see how this all pans out. The second thing that I really want from today is to run into Dr. Mordin. I really miss my conversations with him. He was one of my favorites in Mass Effect 2, and running into Dr. Mordin today would just help brighten my mood a little bit after Wrex and I's discussion on the way over to Sur'Kesh, and help me feel a little bit better about the situation that's going on right now. So I would really enjoy running into Dr. Mordin today. And the third thing is that we just make it off of this planet with some sort of answer. Some answers as to if Wrex and I are still friends, if we can cure the genophage, or if it's too late, and what is going to happen from here on. I have a feeling all of those will be answered today, but I am nervous going into this playthrough. I have been looking forward to coming into this in Mass Effect 3 after the community's very intense reaction to me deleting the data and all of my viewpoints on the genophage. I knew that we were going to get into a very big portion of Mass Effect 3 where we had to deal with these consequences, and much like in life, see how our decisions pan out. And sometimes in real life, the decisions that you make, you might not know, you never really know actually the repercussions from. And I think that's something that makes this game so beautiful, because I know that things are in motion and things are happening based on what we have made. All of the decisions that we've made so far, everything that we know, everything that we have gained, it changes every day. All of the data, and I've said this before coming into Mass Effect 3, what we knew yesterday is not what we know now, not what we know tomorrow. Everything is constantly moving and changing, and the dynamics are shifting and changing. Sometimes you make mistakes just like in real life, and you have to live with those consequences. And I have a very strong feeling that I am figuring this out the hard way, and I am interested to see how it pans out and how it goes from here. I just ultimately don't want to lose my relationship with Wrex, because I think that would probably just shatter my heart completely. So on that note, and without further ado, let's go. It's like eerily quiet here. I like tuned into Sur'Kesh and I thought there was like music signing off, but I guess I did add music as I was signing off. It's like eerily quiet. There's like an intercom going off. I'm already like getting the heebie-jeebies. So I think these are all things that we picked up back at the Citadel, looking for the evidence of his son that went missing with that very sketchy interaction where he said he ran into his son's crew and they weren't giving him eye contact. So we need to find the ambassador's son, or at least evidence of him. We have the Hanar diplomat and some sort of prototype components for someone at the hospital. But we're currently working on Sur'Kesh. So go to the Solarian homeworld of Sur'Kesh, safely extract the Krogan females who hold the key to the genophage cure. And I think we did. Yep, we got an Codex for here too.
Alternating between large oceans and land masses covered in flora, the Solarian homeworld Sur'Kesh is known for its humid climate and lush vegetation. As with the rainforests that once covered Earth, the planet's many forests enjoy a rich biodiversity. The Solarian desire for intellectual stimulation drove them long ago to explore every aspect of their environment, developing ways to thrive without consequences detrimental to their habitat. The areas near major cities and industrial centers are meticulously maintained, with an eye towards ensuring that sunlight penetrates to the ground level, and that established paths through the jungle are kept clear for travel. Burngrass, a soil-enriching and adaptable weed native to Sur'Kesh, has become a major export because of its value for terraforming.
Interesting. I think this is why, one of the main reasons why I like the Solarians so much, just because they are very scientific based. They obviously very much enjoy all aspects of life, and all the way down to their environment and studying their environment, all the way to studying different species and all of that stuff. They're just a very curious species, and I think the science part of the Solarians is what I enjoy the most because they're very interesting to me. And I just wanted to kind of clear the air because there was a lot of how can you pick the Solarians over the Krogans? Or, wow, I've never seen someone that sticks up for the Solarians over the Krogans. I'm not sticking up for the Solarians. I definitely 100% think that they were in the wrong when it comes to the Genophage. I am not siding with them or worshiping them in any sort of way. I do think that they are a very interesting species. As I just said, I think that they're a great race. They love science, which I think is one of the main reasons why I'm drawn to Solarians, because I love science too. And I just think that they're super interesting. But how they handled the Genophage, how they handled their situation with the Krogans, 100% they were in the wrong. Yes, for sure. And I think I didn't mention that in my very long spiel about the Genophage last time. And I probably should have, because I can understand how it would come off saying, oh no, the Solarians are not in the wrong at all. They're perfect. They're angels. That is not what I was saying in the least. I very much think that they handled the situation poorly. They jumped the gun. They were looking for answers, and how it was handled all the way down to the science behind the Genophage, it was all very messy. And I don't hold the Solarians high for that, for doing what they did to the Krogans the way that they did it. Absolutely not. I just enjoy all of their scientific aspects, and I think that they're an interesting race.
This is where all you Solarians come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls.
He's not even going to comment about that?
Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
You might not like me much, Wrex, but you're gonna have to trust me here.
I already gave you my trust. Back on Vermeer, remember? I could have put you in the ground that day, Shepard, but I didn't. Don't make me regret that.
Bad blood isn't making this mission any easier.
I have no grudge with you, Garrus. This is up to Shepard now.
The way that he's been looking at me makes my stomach hurt. Oh my gosh, those eyes. He's so angry with us, and you can tell. And I kind of feel like he's regretting everything back on Vermeer. Why else would he bring that up? He's probably like, I shouldn't have trusted you. I should have just put you in the ground. Like, this is really bad.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Let's just say it's someone more trustworthy than you.
Yeah, he is definitely... Oh my gosh, my heart.
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something. Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn pyjacks stole them right out from under us.
Yeah.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Wrex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
What a horrible way to live.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
That is something that I definitely agree with. The way that they're living right now is terrible. And a conversation that will always haunt me is back when we were in Tuchanka and there were those two Krogan men sitting by the shop where the Varen was, and they were talking about how they wanted to go see he wanted to go see his son, and he could only see him for a little bit. And they were sharing stories back and forth about how hard it is to live away from their offspring. And then you walk a little bit further down the hall and it's like, I can't wait to kill Solarians, or I can't wait to kill whatever. Like, they were just saying all of their aggressive stuff. So it was a very like mixed vibe for me when I went to Tuchanka. It was very all over the place. At one moment, I felt really bad for the Krogans and their living situation. And then I would read the Codex and I would kind of change my mind. And then I would run into somebody else that made me regret like saying what I said about everything. So I definitely agree that once the genophage is cured, if possibly it can be cured, then they'll be in better living conditions. Because the way that they're living right now is awful. And I will always remember that conversation about them not being able to see their kids. And it is kind of how it needs to be right now. It's the safest way for them to live, but it's terrible.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Okay.
I'll be going now.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
Oh, man. Those, like, side eyes and just the whole entire way that Wrex is talking to me right now just feels awful. Like, I kind of just want to, like, sit over here and just cry because I feel so bad.
A Cypher analyst over in Intel told me the Turians can't hold out much longer. He's hearing the Reapers have them against the wall.
The Turians have the biggest fleet in the galaxy.
And we're only a few Mass Effect relays away from the whole mess.
Yeah, it's bad over there. All right. I don't know what all is, like, up here. So this is the ship over here. Wrex is down there. What's this? Console?
Please don't touch that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I want to touch the button. Okay, these are just like med bays or something. Hey, look, it's Major Karahi.
Commander Shepard, it's Major Karahi.
Karahi
I
here.
heard you were coming.
Karahi. Yeah, I remember you. We saved him back on
Good to
Vermeer.
see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermeer. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Good to see a friendly face, Major.
Garrus Vicarian. Always a pleasure. And same to you, Dr. Tassoni.
Major.
It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
It's cool that he's here. Yeah, so what are your duties now?
How'd you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tuchanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude.
Yeah, it was awful.
Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
When you have something valuable, people want to steal it. I mean, we're not really stealing it. We just want to take them back to their homeworld / Wrex wants them back because they have the cure.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Urdnot Wrex is legend within STG.
Wrex is here with me.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
Yes, and he's rather angry about the security arrangements.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medpay couldn't handle it.
Well, I don't think he would just outright start shooting people. What do they think is going to happen? Okay.
Security seems high. You expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
It's very true. All the conversations that we've had with Dr. Mordin are just like, we seek the science out to see what could happen in the future so that we can prevent it today. Like that was Dr. Mordin's like whole thing about preventative science and all of that stuff and predicting the future and possibilities. And
are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
I feel like we should tell them the truth.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turians' support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
It's very true. Tons of hand-holding, tons of... Oh, man. The politics in this game. The politics.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And, Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
You do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again.
Oh.
Good day.
That was actually really sweet.
Yes, Commander.
Okay.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
As always, Commander.
I never know, like, in ME3, if they're gonna have, like, extra prompts outside of, like, talking to them. I always try, because you never know. I feel like I've been surprised a couple times.
Agree with him or not, our orders are clear. Ensure the smooth handover of the Krogan detainees.
Who gave the order?
Our superiors. That's all that matters.
But they're gonna cure the genophage. Everything we've done to stop the Krogan will be for nothing.
When I want your opinion, I'll promote you. Until then, stay sharp and keep your mouth shut.
What's down here?
This is a restricted area. Please stay back.
Okay. If you say so. Been yelled at twice now. All right, I think we've pretty much checked out everything over here.
You'd think the Asari could do something about the Reapers.
My friend said there was some sort of diplomatic summit, but the Asari wouldn't attend.
Did he say why?
Apparently, they think there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
For once, I agree with them. Only a fool would trust the Krogan.
Oh, goodness. There's so much Krogan, Solarian hatred here. It's pretty sad to watch and hear and see. All right, let me see if they have any new dialogue, and then we'll head on. Nope. Okay. Who's this?
Air defenses report unidentified craft skirting our inbound approach vectors.
It's like someone's testing our defenses.
Appears that way, sir.
I don't like it. Not with everything else going on.
Someone's testing their defenses? What?
I don't like what I'm hearing.
What?
There was an outbound comm traffic 20 minutes ago from inside the base.
And?
A burst transmission, fully encoded, with no identity signature.
No signature? That's against protocol.
I know. Someone's passing a message. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who would be...
confirmation to the Dalatras that the exchange is proceeding.
Yes, sir.
And ask her for more warning the next time the Krogan leader shows up unannounced.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't serious. She'll maroon you on Tachanka with raw meat strapped to your back if you do that.
Oh.
Then she'll record the Thresher Maws eating you as a warning to anyone else who challenges her.
Oh my god. I honestly wouldn't put it past her. We've sat in the boardroom with her, and she is an intense lady. Also, there's a fire over there. Should they be concerned about that?
I was starting to forget what peace sounds like. You'd never know that a war for the whole galaxy is happening right now.
The Solarians can't stay out of it forever. Though seeing this, I can't really blame them for trying.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. I love the architecture that they have with the waterfalls, and like it's kind of pyramid-y, but like new age pyramids. I don't know. I really like the entire area here. It's beautiful.
Never thought I'd see the day.
I can't believe they brought the females here.
I was on the team that got them off Tachanka.
What was it like there?
A wasteland. The Krogan are animals living in their own radioactive filth.
The genophage didn't go far enough. 99% infertility is still 1% too many Krogan around.
Okay, I definitely don't agree with that. I think that they need to at least like, I don't think that they're ready for a full cure for the genophage. I just don't think I don't think they're ready for that. But like bringing it back, like 50% more fertility than is, I think it's like 1 in 1,000 right now pregnancies actually go full term.
Given to the Krogan transfer.
But the Yogg specimen is giving us trouble.
The Yogg. I regret ever bringing them here for study.
They say they're close to achieving spaceflight.
That's why they're under
The Yogg?
consideration for uplift. Clever species. Perhaps too clever.
Oh my gosh, there's so many juicy conversations that are going on in here. I think I'm just gonna keep walking around until they get exhausted. But yeah, I don't agree with that at all. I don't think that they need to kick up the genophage even more. That is not, no. I don't agree with that at all. I wonder if I try to touch this again.
As I said, Commander, don't touch that.
Okay. What about a third time?
Again, I would ask you to refrain from touching that.
Okay. Okay, and they're not gonna say anything else.
Perhaps don't touch that means something different in your language. I would rather not refer this matter to the human embassy.
He says something new every time.
Touch it all you want. You'll never find out what it does. Are humans really so deprived of stimulus that they must insist on touching everything?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I want to touch the big red shiny button. If you tell me not to touch something, I'm going to want to touch it.
I'm afraid if you keep touching that, you risk a diplomatic incident.
Diplomatic?
Further manipulation of that object is grounds for further admonishment.
Well, that makes me want to touch it more.
Really? You must stop touching it.
But I want to touch it.
Once more, the Solarian Union formally requests that you not touch that.
But I want to touch it.
Fine. If you are so enamored of that object, then I suggest you get your own feces analyzer.
Ew! A feces analyzer? Is that what I'm touching?
We've already been down that road. No more.
Oh, I can't press it anymore. He took the button away from me. Ew. Do they have a sink around here? I think I should probably wash my hands. A feces analyzer.
You do know that if anything happens to the females, I'm turning everyone's skulls inside out. Just a fair warning.
Oh boy. Okay, good. Their conversation's over. I'm pretty sure that he told me to talk to Paddock Wix. I think that's the guy that we talked to here. And he wanted us to let him know when we're ready. So that's why I haven't been touching that yet. I just want to make sure I'm getting all these conversations, which I think they're finally all gone. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk to Paddock now.
You have clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the Krogan rebellions.
Yeah.
What do you think about handing over the Krogan?
I differ from most of my colleagues. Curing the genophage will bring closure to this issue. In the future, the Krogan may yet play some role we can't even imagine. We should let the evolutionary process decide who lives and dies, not galactic politics.
I actually kind of agree with that now, especially now that I've been thinking about it more. I don't think that it's the right time to cure the genophage. Like, if this was not happening with the Reapers and them getting annihilated and us having to scratch every single race's back just to be able to be cordial and help fight one another, I guess that's just politics, but that's why I just don't listen to any politics in real life, because I cannot stand the stress behind it. This game alone is stressing me out enough politics wise. I just feel like he's right. It's a bargaining chip, and if it means that Wrex will help us and help everybody out in the Reaper War, we should try our best to try and cure the genophage. Not sure if I screwed it up by getting rid of Malin's data. Don't know if we're already too far gone, but at this point, I do think that I will try my best to try to get the females out of here. If that's how we cure the genophage, I will try to do it, because I don't think we can handle not having the Krogans on our side. There's too many other parts and pieces that have to work together perfectly for us to make it out of this alive. At least that's how I'm thinking about it. We have an entire war asset board where we're trying to get as many ticks on our board as we can, and I don't think that we can afford to lose that Krogan tick. There's just no way. I don't think that we will make it in the end. So even though I don't think that now is the best time for the genophage cure, I can see where everybody else is coming from, and I understand it, and I want to trust Wrex, and I really want him to trust me again, but I think our relationship is too far gone at this point. I don't think that he is going to trust a word that we have to say, but I'm going to try to get these females out for Wrex, and we'll see what happens from there.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. Proceed into the elevator when you're ready.
Let's go ahead and get in this elevator.
Now take this elevator down and someone will...
Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble readiness teams.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
All specimens are accounted for, sir. Shepard, excellent timing. Good to have you here.
It's Mordin!
Mordin? Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG.
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Erdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
It was Mordin.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These didn't survive.
It was Mordin. It was Mordin that told Wrex about the females. It's making me feel like he wants to cure the genophage so badly. When we were having discussions with him back in Mass Effect 2 during Malin's data loyalty mission, I felt like he was kind of on the fence about what happened. You could tell that he was super remorseful about everything, and he stuck by the genophage and checked up on them pretty frequently and was doing constant tests and even kicked back the mortality rate a little bit and had been making constant changes just to make sure that the Krogans weren't completely dying out, but that they weren't also prospering. And you could just tell that he cared a lot about this science, the science behind the genophage. He cared about it a lot. And then to find out that he is the one that gave Wrex the inside information, I'm feeling like sad in my stomach that I feel like everyone is so disappointed in me that I've destroyed Malin's data. I feel like I'm making mistakes.
Is it because we destroyed Malin's research?
Unlikely. Cellular degeneration in progress when females discovered. Couldn't help them.
You did your best.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Mordin.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic.
Oh, God.
Please be careful. Krogan's slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
Goddess, what she's been through.
Urdnot, Wrex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
To save the Krogan, I need a bargaining chip. Oh, God. I feel like I am here for a bargaining chip. That was one of the main, things, and I even said it to Rex's face. I was like, I'm only doing this because you're asking for it right now. And it's not because I don't want to save the Krogan. It's not because I hate the Krogan. I just genuinely don't think they're ready for this. Now that I'm seeing how, Dr. Mordin's acting and to hear that he's the one who gave the information to Wrex, I feel like I'm just, so in the wrong here and that I've really, really screwed things up so badly. I'm trying to keep it together, but I am also just trying to stick by my guns and not let Mordin and Rex's friendship sway my decision. I feel like I should say I need a bargaining chip because it's the truth. I'm obviously not here to save the Krogan. I made that very clear to Wrex on the way here. I feel like I should continue to be honest. No matter how much it sucks to say that, it's the truth right now.
You're the key to a truce between the Krogan and Turians.
So, I'm useful to you.
Alert. Unidentified vessels have breached the perimeter.
Give me an update.
Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off.
Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
Could it be
We have multiple
Cerberus?
ships inbound.
Who else would be trying to come up in here and take the last woman Krogan?
Shepard, it's Wrex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Wrex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Looks like we're
Release
gonna
the
be
female.
fighting our way
We're leaving.
out.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens.
Oh my God. Oh my
Objection
God.
noted. Now, please release Krogan. Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures.
Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
Mordin, she's valuable. I feel like I should reassure her. I feel so bad for Oh.
You'll see Tachanka again, I promise.
Get you out.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
This is crazy. So now the Cerberus is coming up in here trying to take the last VMO crow. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Log, Mordin Solus 178.3. Malin's cure disrupting autoimmune response.
We've got to get moving, Shepard.
Should never have destroyed Malin's research. Taking too long to determine cause. Most females beyond hope can only control their pain. Attempting hormone treatments on last one. Only chance to save her.
Oh, jeez. If we would have wouldn't have destroyed Malin's data, we wouldn't be in such a tight predicament right now. This is awful.
Put all research subjects into immediate lockdown.
They're secure.
Watch us secure.
Young subjects.
What sort of problem?
Security overrides aren't responding.
Fix it!
With a Yogg? What do we have to fight a Yogg too? Jeez. I'm just kind of like looting around a little bit. Make sure I'm not missing anything.
Mordin Solus 162.3. Used STG ties to secure station here. Gained autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects. Females were obviously dying. Barbaric experiments. Malin's fault. My responsibility to fix. Need to save them. No more. No more dead.
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
What is that? A bomb?
Oh, crap.
Get back!
Jeez.
Are you alright?
Is there another way out of here?
Oh no.
Other side of the lab.
Okay. So we're this way.
Shepard, Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint under attack. Hurry!
Okay. Can we see anything in here? Oh, there's like fish in there. Whoa. All right, let me just make sure that everything is prepared. I have a feeling we're gonna go through a lot of stuff to try to get out of here alive. And I really, really need that Krogan female to survive. I'm starting to feel like there's not going to be a chance for us to save the Krogans because of everything that Malin has just... Dr. Mordin has just been saying. Oh, man. I just have a really, really, really bad feeling that I really messed up.
Wrex, I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
This
My
looks worse than I
God. Great.
Primary objective is eliminating the crew. Acknowledged. Engaging main security.
Clear.
I'm sure there will be more.
All right, what's in here?
More incoming!
That was fast.
All squads, be advised we're encountering resistance from Nazis.
Don't let them take cover in the lab!
Which way are they? Oh, okay, I see one over here. Someone else over there.
The female
Okay,
isn't
he's
going to
down.
last long against this sort of firepower.
Yeah, we need to try our best to try to get this,
We're on our way.
to get this female Krogan out of here. Gosh, the music is scaring me because it's like very hopeful and strong, but also like super sad. Oh my god, it's the Yogg.
Species 732, the Yogg, has been authorized for covert uplift. They are ideal candidates for expanding Solarian influence with full deniability. The risk is minimal.
The risk is
Obviously,
minimal.
They've never had to fight a Yogg face to face.
Right? That's exactly what I was thinking. Jeez. Liara would know all about that. All right, good. We have all of the equipment that we need. Let's head on. Hope I didn't miss anything. Whoa! Uh-oh. Okay.
Careful. There goes the next shadow broker.
Oh my
Could've
gosh.
sworn he was muttering to Sony the whole time.
Not funny.
Oh my god. That's actually really funny that we can laugh about that now. Okay. How the heck am I supposed to get through that? I guess this way. All right, there's something. Can I jump over this? There we go. Spare ammo, shotgun. Nothing that way. Okay. Whoa.
Shepard, Cerberus troops at checkpoint, attempting to kill Krogan. Need assistance.
Okay.
Light him up!
Can't see.
They're under fire.
Taking fire.
Let's get in there.
Oh, there's another one. Okay, there's one over there. Whoop, sorry, Liara. Okay, there's another one over there. Get him down before he starts planning stuff. Okay, nice.
Quickly, Shepard. Technician dead. Clear us through the checkpoint.
Okay, pod integrity is going down.
Are you okay?
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
Your bargaining chip is still alive.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan alliance with Turians, Reapers left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target.
No!
Hurry! Next checkpoint!
Oh god.
Where's my normal?
Shepard, get cracking. I'm trying to draw some of their fire.
God. Where are they? Over here.
Compromised security systems. Attempting to compensate.
Hang on. We're trying to get to you, Mordin.
Alright, I know we need to hurry. I'm worried that I missed something back here, though. I just want to take a quick look. I have to get all the loot. I feel like I'm missing stuff. Here's where they keep the Varen. Oh, there's some credits back here. Okay, Liara is down. I have to go get her. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything back here. I feel like we were kind of like rushing through that part, so I didn't want to miss out on some loot. All right, let's go ahead and heal Liara, and then we'll get back out here. What? Why can't I shoot? Whoa, it's like not letting me shoot. There we go. That was weird.
That did it.
Nice. All right. Barrel. Nothing over there. Nothing over here. Okay. Cerberus would try to come up in here and take the last
Cerberus
female.
isn't fooling around.
Yeah.
They're capable of anything.
They're definitely not fooling around. They mean to wreak absolute havoc on the world. The entire world. Whoa. Let's go.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
What's that? Whoa.
How do I not have one of those?
Right? That's nice.
Go, Commander. I'll
Shoots
cover
little
you.
bombs.
Alright, squad. Your orders are to hold position and block access to the next checkpoint.
Great, a turret.
Looks like Cerberus got some upgrades.
I'll cover you, Commander. Make your advance.
Taking them head on may not be the best idea.
Maybe try to flank them instead. We have to take out those turrets.
Trying. I think I missed. Okay, it's destroyed. Let's try to flank them. Oh, dang, he set up another one. Unfortunate. Oh, bomb, 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 bomb. Jeez. All right, somehow I'm still alive. Not really sure how, but we're here. There we go. Nice.
I think we got them all.
To the next checkpoint. I'm sure Cerberus isn't done.
Okay. Let me make sure I got everything over here. Yep, looks like I did. Some ammo.
Always a pleasure to watch you work, Commander.
Who said that? Was that Karai?
Before they get to the Krogan.
Oh yeah, he's like in the. Oh okay, I didn't
Now
even
go.
see him
Get to the
there.
next checkpoint.
Okay, okay, okay.
I'll protect our flank.
He was like hiding in the bush. Okay, can I get over here? No. Okay, nice.
Mordin was right. Cerberus must have been tipped off.
Yeah,
They
by
got here too
who?
fast.
Right?
Every war has its traitors.
I wonder who could have possibly tipped him off. I'm trying to think about who knew about this here. The Solarian? But why? Why would they get involved with Cerberus? All right. Whoa! Oh God. I don't know how he just died.
Looks like they mean business.
More up top! Find cover!
We've got
I can't
stairs over
see
there.
anything.
Take the high ground.
The high ground? Okay. I think I saw some stairs over here.
Headed up top!
All right, so the power relay looks like it's upstairs. We're just gonna run around here real quick and make sure there's nothing to grab before we head over there. Sentry interface and some salvage parts. Nice. Here we go. Credits. Where's Liara? Oh, there she is. All right, I'm just gonna grab some. I guess we don't need ammo. And I think that was all the loot. Okay, so let's head back upstairs. Nothing over there. Nothing there. All right, so there's another pod integrity countdown, so we need to hurry. Is it this one? God, oh, grenade. I know, I'm trying. Where the heck is this control panel?
Shepard, suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
Okay. I'm trying. Oh man, this is so stressful because I really want the Krogan female to survive. I don't want her to possibly die. The scorpion. Kind of looks like a... It looks like the one that
Wait, another Cerberus squad.
Karahi had. Alright, so there's more over here.
Don't let them near the female.
Understood.
Affirmative. Keep up the pressure.
That did anything. I think I like stuck the mine on that wall there and it just didn't do anything. Okay.
Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now.
Okay, can clear us through now. Nice.
SCP-408, the Baron, could provide a novel form of biological warfare with enhanced size and intelligence that could harass hostile civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project approval.
Jeez, what was that, the Baron? I will say that the Solarians, they do have a ton of information and all of that stuff about all the species.
Containment shield weakening. Can't take much more.
But they use them so wrongly.
Must be important to you.
Earth's survival depends on getting you out of here alive. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope not Wrex still waiting.
He has to.
We can do it. We can make it.
We found the Krogan.
That was the last one.
Okay, nice.
Get the hell out of here.
Alright. Ooh, raptor. Okay. We'll have to go to the shooting range and try out some of these guns.
On the way up to the landing area.
Okay. That was the medical terminal. Which way does it want me to go? Up this way. Can I get up there through here? I think we might have to find some stairs or something. I did see a door over this way. Oh, maybe it was just the medical station. Okay. So how do we get up there?
We're almost back up top.
Shepard, they found us.
All right. Here we go. So we're back in the main room now. Oh, jeez. Shields are down. Come on, take cover. Okay, I know. I'm also weakening. All right. Let's make a run for it. All right, all right. Here we go. Okay, so I have to take care of them first. All right, all right. Crotch shot. Okay, let's grab this ammo just in case there's like another wave. Can I? There's still one more somewhere. Here he is. Another crotch shot.
You're safe. Need final approval now, Shepard.
Okay.
Shepard, you must authorize release. Pod then transfers to loading area.
Okay.
Let's get you out of there.
Is that a mech? Great.
Shepard, I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous.
Okay.
Krogan has been acquired.
Door is damaged. Can't get out.
No.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable.
Okay. So we gotta fight this thing for sure.
That's some serious firepower. Maybe we can crack it open.
Cerberus never did play fair.
Seems bad. Seems real bad. Oh, that was bad timing. Okay, nice. Let's go.
Yeah, watch out. Still got Cerberus troopers.
Bomb. All right, there's still some like troops running around.
Shepard, I think
Nice.
you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now.
Holy crap, that was crazy. I think it's just like the stress of like really wanting to keep the Krogan female alive.
You had me worried there for a minute.
Okay, give me a handshake. That makes me feel so much better. I know he probably still hates me, but the handshake was nice.
Get you out of there.
Dang. Okay.
I can handle myself, Wrex.
Women.
Women.
Cerberus here. What do you want?
I want to know who could have leaked the information. I don't understand how they got here so fast. There has to be some sort of traitor in our midst somewhere that knows something and is telling
Commander,
them.
I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The elusive man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good, hack it out.
How long have we known that it's been called the Crucible, and he's just now saying, we're going to call it Project Crucible? I feel like you've had that name for a while. That's the first time they've actually mentioned it outside of the Codex, though. Is that part of it? It's huge. Whoa. That's crazy.
You have the female, Wrex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Oh, he wants to...
Mordin, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Do what you can. This better be worth it. Difficulty of cure. Yeah, how long are we talking?
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Mordin.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage modification project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Okay, so he still seems to think that he can create a cure even though we've deleted Malin's data. Just based on... We obviously have the female Krogan. She's healthy. She's on board. Wrex is here, and he's going to be the male tissue sample. So it kind of sounds like we're doing this. Like we're actually able to still cure the genophage, even though I deleted the data, and I hope that that's still true. I mean, we haven't actually had the cure yet. It's not in our hands. We don't know what's going to happen with the woman, Krogan, and if her tissue samples are actually going to work. But as far as right now, Mordin thinks that he can do it.
Then get started, Mordin, and make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
I can actually talk to her again.
Now, is there
That's
anything
cool.
else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
What is going on? Why can't they act like adults? They're like, I want to talk to mom in my corner. No, I want to talk to mom in my corner. Like, what is going on? They're just still so combative. I mean, I understand it. They've been combative for, what, 1,000+ years now? But goodness, we're in the middle of a war with something out of our hands. Can't we just be cordial or try to at least act a little bit mature? It seems impossible for them. So it looks like we're at 1,475 war asset now, which is exciting. It's finally getting up there closer to the minimum needed. Still nowhere near close though. I feel like we're kind of halfway maybe. But yeah, we're still pretty far away. So we got Governor Grothin Pasness. I feel like we read this one before. Why is it saying it's new? We read Void Devil, Spiderwing, and Vorcha Labor Team. We read Liquid Assets. Yeah, we've read all of that. I don't understand why it says it's new. Rogue Fighter Pilots. We read that one. The new ones is the Solarian. So we have Major Karahe. Matus Mark leading the Solarian Special Task Group that helped Commander Shepard stop Saren at Vermeer. Lauded by his superiors for his decisive leadership under fire, Karahe was promoted and decorated with the prestigious Star of Sur'Kesh. The Major continues to join missions with his men, believing that nothing substitutes for experience, and that the best tactical strategies are planned on the battlefield. I'm glad that we were able to save him because I feel like that is important to have him on our team for sure. Plus, it's really cool that he's back in the third episode. All right, so let's go ahead and talk to Victus about what's going on with him.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified.
What?
But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
I feel like if it's a matter of galactic peace, we should know about it. Okay. There is some new, after the genophage cure, I think is a new prompt. Turian help for Earth, we've already asked those, that Palavan situation, and then the Turian ship on... Oh, this is new too.
Your men that crashed on Tuchanka, how many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
What?
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
What in the world are they doing over there?
The Solarian Dalatrass worries about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
Last stand. We know all about that. I think I've talked about and know the Krogan timeline better than most, just because I spent a lot of time making sure I had my facts correct, especially after the kickback that I got from the Mass Effect community on my stand against the Genophage. And I know that a lot of you also have the same feelings that I do. But based on the lore that I have read and based on what happened with the Krogans, nobody is 100% blameless here and nobody is 100% victim here. I don't think that the Krogans are the only victims. Going back to the actual Krogan timeline, it started with their nuclear winter, where they got a hold of the nuclear weapons and they caused their own planet's destruction. After that, the Solarians picked them up and decided to give them guns and go force them into the Rachni War, which they were very successful in. And after that, the Council gave them a new homeworld to call home, a place to, you know, say thank you for helping us against the Rachni Wars. Here is a new homeworld since your other one got blown up by yourselves. So that's when the overpopulation started. That's when the resource grind started. That's when they started to annihilate one another over resources and become this ragey species. And they started to think that they were entitled to more than just that homeworld that was given to them from the Alliance, because they were overpopulated and they needed more places to make more Krogans. So instead of asking for favors and all of that stuff, or going about it more cordially, it went about very aggressively, at least from how I understand it. And they started to take over everyone else's homeworld, because they would go and be like, hey, we fought in the Rachni War. We deserve this homeworld. We're going to take it. It's ours. And then the Alliance got involved and everything kind of escalated from there. And the Turians also got involved because the Alliance went to them saying, hey, we really need your help against the Krogans. They're destroying a bunch of colonies. They're taking over planets. They're destroying entire civilizations because they think that they're entitled to calling more places home than just their homeworld. So that's when everything happened with the Turians, and the Krogans messed up the Turians pretty badly, which is why they're at beef with one another. And then the Solarians came along, and that's when the Genophage ended up happening. So knowing this, and I feel like I've talked about this a lot of times, I've talked about the timeline between all of it because it's pretty much engraved in my head at this point. I talk about it in my sleep. No, I'm just kidding. But I know a lot about it because I want to make sure that I'm making the right calls and I'm not just misreading the lore behind it, or I'm going off of something that was maybe opinionated, but this is all factually based. Everything that I just said about the timeline is stuff that actually happened. So knowing that, the Krogans are not 100% blameless in this. Were they shafted? Do they deserve the beaten Genophage stick? No, there could have been other ways that they could have dealt with it. But the Krogans were taking over, much like the Reapers. I mean, not as extensive, obviously, but they were taking over civilizations, calling them their own because they thought that they deserved it. And that is not how the world works. If you don't want people to be on your bad side. So you can't just go and call a place, you know, home and expect everyone to be happy about it and not do anything about it. So that's my entire reasoning behind how I feel the way that I do about the Krogans. I don't think that they're 100% victims in this. They made their bed and now they have to lay in it. Do I think that the Genophage has gone on long enough? Sure, but I think that if it was cured right now, with all of the hatred that they're still harboring, they would do the same thing that they have before in the past, where they're given an inch and they take a mile. And I don't think that they're ready for it. I'm going along with it right now because, as Primarch Victus said, as Wrex said himself, and as everyone else we're standing beside has been saying, we need the Krogans. We need them. So whatever they want right now, we can try to be cordial. We can try to help out the Krogans and give them the cure to the genophage. But I do have a really bad feeling that after all of this, we're going to end up in the same spot where the Reapers are gone. If they are gone, if we've been successful, the Krogans are just going to come in and be like, hey, remember that one time for 1,000 years when you, you caused us to have live in hell for 1,000 years? Yeah, we're going to want to take all of your planets because of that. And then it's just going to be this vicious cycle of never ending hatred and trying to take over colonies from one another and war and anger and red. And it's really sad to see, because I do think that Wrex now being in charge can help sway the Krogans, and they should have a second shot at making things go better for their species as a whole. So I want to put faith in Wrex and believe that he has enough power now that he can finally sway the Krogan to not just annihilate every single civilization that they come into contact with when they do start populating again. But I'm also I'm nervous about it too. I'm nervous about it, especially now that I've been on Rex's bad side and I see what kind of anger he is capable of. But I understand all of it. So, yeah.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
It's very true too. I think about that a lot too, and I keep forgetting to mention it to you guys. I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy. So true. So true. And that is another reason why I am kind of just shifting my tune a little bit about this. Inside, yes, I feel like I'm just siding with Primarch Victus pretty much. Krogan intentions after the war, serious concern. Yes, 100% cause for concern. But grateful ally, better than a resentful enemy, especially when you're dealing with the Krogan. Okay.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
That was a good conversation. We've also had a bunch of lore updates in the Codex, so I'm going to read through those, and then I think we have quite a bit of people to talk to back on the Normandy.
The Mars archives describe a superweapon that the Alliance has named the Crucible, which exploits the technology of Mass Effect relays. Beyond the basic principles, however, researchers know little about how the weapon actually works. One popular theory suggests that since relays can transfer matter and energy across the galaxy with little regard for distance, it may be possible to create a weapon for which range is barely a factor. Duplicating the advanced science used to build the relays has proven difficult, however. If the Crucible were completed, the challenge would become tuning the weapon to kill a Reaper halfway across the galaxy without inflicting unthinkable levels of collateral damage.
Right.
What is clear is that the Crucible's construction is a massive effort, drawing resources from throughout explored space. Staggering financial costs have been disregarded in the common effort to create something, anything, that can stop the Reapers.
And it's huge. I don't know why, but I was originally thinking that the Crucible was like a handheld device, like an Omni tool of some sort. And I was wondering in my head, like, how can we have a device that's like on our hand that we could just point at a Reaper and then... But now that it's being built and I see how large scale it is, I wonder exactly that. How are they going to fine tune the weapon to kill a Reaper halfway across the galaxy, because that thing isn't moving. Like, once it's where it's being built, I don't think there's any way that we can move that thing. It's ginormous. Yeah, without levels of collateral damage. I just feel like it's gonna be awful. It's gonna be so awful. And one of these times it actually made a reference back to like I feel like it made a reference back to the atom bomb or something like that, how we didn't really know what was going to happen with it, but still we had to use it because of means of war or whatever. And we learn the consequences as we go. And I'm a little bit nervous because I do remember that being brought up in the Codex, that it's going to be the case of we're going to turn it on and press the red button and hope that it takes out Reapers, but innocent lives could also be a huge part of the Crucible too. So I'm a little bit nervous about turning it on. I feel like that tie-in between the atom bomb and the Crucible was not a good one for me. I just immediately got freaked out.
Mordin Solus is a master geneticist and former operative for the Solarian Special Tasks Group. Dr. Solus is well known for his work in perpetuating the genophage, a biological weapon that almost completely sterilized the Krogan species. He eventually left the STG to open a clinic on Omega, where his combat skills kept the clinic safe and operational amid Omega's lawless society. In 2185, Commander Shepard recruited Dr. Solus to research the Collectors and the Reapers. He was a member of the Normandy crew that traveled beyond the Omega-4 relay to attack the Collectors. He survived the mission, but his current whereabouts are unknown.
His current whereabouts are now back on the Normandy, which I'm super excited about because I get to go talk to him again. So let's take a look at this awful journal. So Primarch Victus reports that a Turian ship on a secret mission crashed on land on Tuchanka to rescue the platoon. Okay, so we have to go do that. And then we also have priority Tuchanka, which I'm guessing is part of curing the genophage also. Eve is indeed the key to curing the genophage, but curing will take some time. Continues to assist Turian and Krogan allies in the fight against the Reapers while the cure is synthesized. Okay, so we're pretty much just waiting for the cure to be finished. A Krogan team has gone missing. Normandy has received the nav point with their last known coordinates. Investigate the missing team and find out what happened. So there's a missing Krogan team, missing Turian team. Is this Wrex?
I guess you really need this alliance, Shepard. You're willing to die for Krogan you already tried to exterminate.
We're both getting what we want.
We'd better.
You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Tough to say right now. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but...
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Arlac Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
Rachni. So Wrex is such a good guy. He's making little tiny jabs at Shepard about getting my way and him getting his way, and he keeps making the jab of like, you know, you tried to get us extinct before because of the Malin data, but he's not overly aggressive about it, and he still is respectful when he talks to us. And I'm still getting hints of like that our friendship is still there, but there's definitely some underlying tension. And this game is so well written that I'm feeling these type of feelings about Wrex, who I was best buddies with in ME2. Wrex was the one that I took on, in ME1. Wrex was the one that I took him on every single mission with me, pretty much. He was my secondhand man in ME1. And then in ME2, like, he goes off, he's doing his own thing with his clans, still have that deep love for him. Now in ME3, like, we've known each other, we've had everything that went down on Vermeer, we know each other pretty well at this point. We have different ways of viewing what's going on right now with the Genophage, with the Krogan, and he is still being super respectful about it. He hasn't tried to headbutt us or anything like that, or not even talk to us. He's still being like pretty cordial, but you can still tell there's like underlying tension, and that is what makes this game so good, is that I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling like he's still a good old friend, but there's that weird elephant in the room, and we're dealing with it the best we can because we have that strong friendship foundation. And it's just like when someone kind of stabs you in the back in real life, but you've known them for a while and you think that you know them really, really well, and then they do something that's so out of character. But then you remember that they're still human too, and humans make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, and we all make bad decisions and call bad shots and have different opinions about things. Everyone is different in that aspect. And I feel like Wrex and I are going through that right now, where I did something that very much hurt him, and he's just so taken back by it, and he makes jabs here and there because it's a fresh wound and it hurts, and he wants to trust us, but he's having hard times trusting us now, rightfully so. And I just, every time I'm around him, I'm walking on eggshells, and this game is great. How I'm feeling this way. It sucks that I'm feeling this way, but it goes to show you how well this game is written. It's crazy that I'm feeling all of these emotions right now. All right, so I think I'm gonna ask about after the cure first.
What will you do after the Genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
Why couldn't he just say that at the boardroom table? I wouldn't have had that big spiel that I would have had if he would have just said that. Obviously, I understand that Wrex is the main leader now. He's the one that came to the summit. He's the big chunka that is in charge of the Krogans right now. Yes, 100%. He was turning into that in ME2. And I wanted him to say that. I wanted him to say this, that he wasn't going to just immediately go out and we want to settle the score with the Turians and the Solarians. That's why I like closed my eyes. And then I realized like, okay, so Wrex doesn't want that. I know that he is different and he's going for a different path. That's why he ended up murdering his father. But I needed to hear it. A
lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
Yeah.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding. Which, if you'd ask, I could have told you before you destroyed Malin's research, Shepard.
I just wish I would have had a chance to talk to you about it. Or know a little bit more before I did it. And we wouldn't be going through everything that we're going through right now. And we didn't know back then. We didn't know back then that Wrex would even have this kind of pull in the future. But I should have trusted him. I should have laid my trust in him as much as I did everyone else.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the Genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
It's very true.
Back on Sur'Kesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more.
Sounds like females in every race.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. May not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it for now, Wrex. Let's get back to work.
All right, then.
Man, I wish that I could have had this conversation with him, or at least known where his stance was and how he was planning on doing things back when I was destroying the data in ME2. I feel like I would have made a different decision had I have talked to Wrex and known that beforehand. Or at least known that Wrex was gonna have this kind of pull. I had no way of knowing. There were so many different clans that were still headbutting with Wrex and trying to get Wrex overturned, or fighting tooth and nail to try to get Wrex and his opinions to just go away. And I saw that and I got worried and I got scared, because nobody wants more wars. Nobody wants the genophage to be cured and then have them harbor this hatred towards everybody, and then just everything starts all over again. A big, bad, nasty cycle. And I wish I would have known before I destroyed the data. Also, that camera angle was kind of strange. It's kind of as if, like, maybe Edie was listening in on our conversation about women. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. But that was just like a weird camera angle. I thought someone was going to like crawl out of the rafter. And the only one I can think of that's up there is Edie. All right. So who else is on board and where are they? We've already talked to Victus, Wrex. We can go see what Traynor and Edie and Joker are up to.
You think Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better?
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
Great.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Traynor?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Traynor has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
You'll be okay. Yep. Yeah, it is kind of like living out of a shoebox, but you'll get used to it.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
Wow.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox. Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
Commander?
All right, let's see. This is flashing green. I don't know if that means, yep, I do have some messages. Oh, it's from Farron. Hi, Shepard. It's been a while. I'm glad that you made it off Earth and that Liara is with you. Getting off of her old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and tripping over the drone. I don't even know if it kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. I dug up some interesting information for you. Talk with Glyph to sort out the data. I hope that it helps Shepard. It's getting rough out there. Farron. I'm actually kind of surprised that Farron didn't follow Liara onto the new Normandy. But I understand why he needs a break from the shadow broker life. I'm pretty sure that's what Liara mentioned, that he needs a break from everything. He was getting too stressed out. It's Rum Karahe. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Sur'Kesh, even if the circumstances were less than ideal. It seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I want to reiterate that STG will be there to help when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck. That's super sweet. ANN alert, new article on indoctrination. Thesia Asari scientist Reyna Thanoptis has died in custody. Reyna Thanoptis. Do we know who that is? Allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for murder of multiple Asari military officials. Prior to her death, investigators said Thanoptis spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold the extension of the Asari and told Thanoptis that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. Thanoptis worked on a top-secret project for former Spectre Saren Arturius several years ago, where she became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. Thanoptis was believed to be responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say that they are not seeking any more suspects in the case. What is the importance of this newsletter? Reyna Thanoptis. I'm not sure if we've heard that name before. Was that the one that we need to go try to get out of jail? Who was the one that we were supposed to go talk to? Barlavon. I really hope that wasn't the lady that we were supposed to go see in jail. I can't remember. I don't think it was.
The Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die, and no, that's about it. So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too, or the Vorcha?
We have to stand together. The Krogan are cannon fodder. We have to stand together.
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Mordin back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists.
It's true.
Commander?
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage. Mordin sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right there.
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke.
What?
You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
Okay. I think, unfortunately, I cut her off during the first one. I think Joker started to chime in, and I'm disappointed. I need to stop doing that. I keep thinking that they're done talking, and then the pauses are so long sometimes that I'm just like, all right, what's the next prompt? But yeah, I think I messed that one up. My bad. With Dr. Mordin.
Can't imagine anything so traumatic. You sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me now. I'm fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee, How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions? Go, Greg. I lied. I'm not fine.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes, Mordin would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no, I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed. Commander.
That was so strange. We couldn't say anything about that. That poor Dr. Chakwas. And then we're just like, why aren't you in the med bay? That seemed very, like, not personal at all.
Hello, Commander. Hello, Commander.
Poor Dr. Chakwas. I think about that all the time. Like, in real life, it's really hard to pull yourself out of that way of thinking once you start going down that road of, like, I'm just sitting here having coffee while other people probably haven't had water in like a week, or those type of conversations. They're very hard to have. It's not an easy thing to think about.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Wrex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
I'm glad you think we're doing something right.
Yeah. We'll see if Shepard keeps that up.
He's still very skeptical about us. Oh boy. All right, looks like we don't have any upgrades right now. He did say to talk to Glyph, right? Maybe in the broker terminal? Prothean notes. Entry 3. If what Javik says is true, his people were imperialists who left the rest of the galaxy quaking in terror. And I think he would sacrifice all of us without a thought if it could bring them all back again. It's very, very true. I reviewed my old notes today. They're so childish. Do we romanticize the Protheans because we were dazzled by the technology they left behind? Are these really the people I dedicated my life to studying? I kind of feel bad for Liara. She knew only what was written down about the Protheans, and everything else was pretty much just speculation. They probably romanticized the Protheans because, yes, the technology was amazing. They wanted to know how they got to that sort of technology, but they didn't really ever know the people. Know the Protheans, and then to run into one that is more military head than like a scientific head is probably very difficult for her. And it's also hard and not fair to judge the Protheans based on Javik alone, because just like the Asari, just like the humans, just like Krogan, anyone, any race, they all have their own personalities within, and you just never really know about an entire species just based off one person. Could you imagine judging the entire human race based on one person? That would be wild. But it's unfortunate for Liara that Javik happens to be the guy that she gets to learn about the Protheans from. Because yes, I definitely believe her. I think he would sacrifice all of us without a second thought to bring his people back, for sure. And it's got to be hard to figure out that he just thinks that we're primitive species and that we don't really have a say in anything because he's seen it all. His attitude kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Poor Liara. Email from Professor Takisha to Dr. Adul. I was calling every supply depot stationed around the Crucible to find enough pure platinum for the Crucible's primary trigger inlay. We barely had enough left to coat a coffee maker. An hour later, a ship pulled up with 16 tons of platinum, courtesy of the Shadow Broker. Then it flew away to scavenge more materials for the project. The ship's captain emailed me later saying the broker would like to stay in touch with our needs. That's great, but I'm checking my computer for bugs. So Liara is over there doing a lot of stuff for the Crucible.
Good to see you again, Shepard.
Just see if he has anything new to say about what happened.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal.
Garrus.
I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. It takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up.
Him and his thing about guys with scars.
I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh?
Oh, 100% we are.
I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tuchanka. Good to see Mordin still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble. Later.
Oh my goodness. Garrus has the best lines. Whoever wrote his character did an amazing job. Every time I leave there, I leave like smiling or laughing about something that he said.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus
Oh God.
loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Oh my God, Mordin.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
trying to set him up with Garrus.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Wrex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
Oh boy.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
Suspicion is healthy. Sometimes. He's trustworthy, though. Yeah, you need to trust Mordin. He's a good one.
He was your inside source, Wrex.
True.
You can trust him.
Like I can trust you, Shepard? Besides, Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Aww.
Or Solarian doctors.
True.
A word when you have a moment, Shepard.
Oh man.
Maybe with an inhibitor. No.
That's a really funny interaction.
Severe neurological damage. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what?
Method to extract functional cure without killing you. Many variables. Your immune system compromised. Considering options.
And you have to do it out loud?
Yes. Auditory learner. Need to hear self think, simulate conversation to promote new ideas, maximize productivity.
But you're talking about me dying.
Oh, apologies. Medical details causing emotional distress. I hadn't considered effect on patient.
No, it just means I can't sleep.
Doing my best to keep you alive. Will avoid sensitive subjects.
Oh man, Mordin, I missed you. I missed having Mordin here. I swear that some of the things that Mordin does and says are things that I do and say. And I think I referred to Mordin as like my internal monologue in ME2, and it's so true. Because I do the same exact thing. I talk about things out loud, like in real life. If I'm working on something or I'm like working on a project, I'll just be here like talking to myself pretty much. And like growing up, my grandparents would always be like, it's fine that you talk to yourself, but when you start answering, that's when you have to worry. And it's just really funny that we have like these weird quirks that like are just very like similar. It's funny. His like anxiety and like the way that he rushes to a thought and then how he has to add the little like blip at the end. It's my internal monologue for sure. It's crazy. I think I'm gonna talk to Mordin first.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Currently stable, but lack of Malin's research data. Problematic.
There's nothing we can do about that now.
No.
I hate to ask this, but will it affect the cure?
No, cure will remain viable, but Eve's long-term prognosis, doubtful.
Do what you can for her.
Of course.
So he's able to get the cure, which is good. He said that the cure will definitely happen. I think that's what that was. But that Eve might not make it. How does Malin's data affect that? I guess because he has to work harder on the cure rather than already having the cure and then being able to focus on her health. Makes me sad.
Wishing we'd saved the data?
Pointless to consider. Correct decision at the time.
Even if it would have helped now?
Recrimination's useless. Data lost. Have to deal with consequences. Would like more data, yes. Would make it easier to save Eve, but destroyed it. Tainted source, too dangerous, I thought.
Those were my thoughts too. Until I had that discussion with Wrex just now. It wasn't until I had the discussion with Wrex and how he carried himself, and also the way that things were set up in ME2, I probably wouldn't have still saved it, even if Wrex had told me what he told me just now. Because I don't think I would have been too sure about how the clans would be laid out now. Now that Wrex has so much power and pull, yeah. I mean, if it was like that back when we were doing the data quest line, I probably would have saved it, but... yeah, we are forced to deal with the consequences of our decisions.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity, totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
And you can use it?
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production, long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
Wow.
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated, likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket, something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You're her friend?
You care about her.
My patient. My responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat, outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
That's it, yeah.
Nothing else. No personal stake here.
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
I missed Mordin.
Nice talking with you, Mordin.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
I've been like holding back some tears for a little bit now. I think I'm just kind of realizing that if we would have saved Malin's data, we would have had a better chance of making everything go a little bit more smoothly here. I have a very strong feeling that we're probably going to lose Eve, and I'm not really sure about the genophage cure. Mordin seems to think that he can cure it still. Knowing everything that I know right now, knowing everything that I know about Wrex, everything that I know about how Mordin is feeling, I'm struggling with like a lot of my previous decisions. And I think that is something that makes this game feel so organic, especially playing it blind the first time around, that you just don't know what the repercussions from your actions are going to be, but you have to play them out. I mean, we made this decision all the way back in pretty much the beginning of Mass Effect 2. And we're just now seeing the repercussions of it in a very different sort of way. And then I think just like going and talking to Mordin about it and seeing how attached he is to Eve right now and how compassionate he is, it just got me like super worked up. And I'm starting to realize that this is gonna end not the best way, because there are gonna be repercussions from my actions. And Mordin said it. He said it himself very plain, very clearly, that the cure will probably be okay, but as far as Eve goes and as far as everything else goes, we have to deal with the consequences of destroying that data. And I think I'm nervous to go talk to Eve right now because I have been holding back some emotions. And I'm so scared that I'm going to lose it when I'm talking to her because I pretty much killed her. At least that's how I kind of figured. It's going to go down with the way that Mordin has been talking.
I wanted to thank you for saving my life, Commander. Even if it was to serve your own ambitions.
Krogan have always put their ambitions first. I would think you'd respect that.
Perhaps. But how well has that arrogance worked for us?
I brought you all the way here and I still don't know your real name.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now.
So she's a female shaman?
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Yes, we did.
Wisdom
we knew that.
Comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
Oh.
What do you think of Wrex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Wrex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Wrex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Wrex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
He definitely is different. I've mentioned that a lot of times, how he's definitely an outlier when it comes to Krogan. The old way of thinking is selfish, and they were forced to be selfish and focus on survival. And Wrex is born from a different cloth. He's very much into actually having the Krogan live a fulfilling life, full of civilization and back to art and architecture and building on something that is not just so dark and blood ragey. He actually wants a future for the Krogan.
Do you think Wrex will want revenge for the genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Wrex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
And that's my biggest concern, is that Wrex doesn't have that kind of pull yet. And he's only been a leader of the clan for a bit of time now. It really has not been that long since we were back on Vermeer, even before he became a leader back on Tuchanka. It's not a lot of time to reverse 1,000 years of what's been going on. And it's always been one of my biggest concerns, for sure.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
Oh, man.
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
But everything that happened, we saw what he did. It was horrible.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
Oh my gosh. I feel like if I ask this, it might shut down the conversation, but we might be able to talk more after.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
Gosh. That was Mordin's team.
How has Mordin been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, Vorcha, offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear.
Oh my gosh. Right.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Then maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
God, that was such a hard conversation to have. I'm starting to have some real regrets about Malin's data. Mainly just because I really like Eve. And because of what Wrex said about not fighting the Solarians and the Turians right after they get the genophage cure. I was so adamant on how I felt about the genophage at the time that I didn't bother to look ahead into the future. And one of the main people that I have held high in this entire series, Wrex, I didn't put faith in. I didn't trust him enough, and that's my fault. I should have trusted him. I should have listened to him. I should have thought about him when I was looking at the data and decided to destroy it. But instead, I was looking at the Codex, and I was looking at the timeline, and I was looking at how other Krogans around me were reacting to me just walking by, and their hatred and their blood rage and their scary dark side. And the game does a really good job at kind of pushing you away from the good Krogans like Wrex and Eve, and letting you eavesdrop on the really bad conversations, like the ones that just want to continue to take over and do bad and be ragey. I'm just feeling really sad because I feel like Eve's not going to make it without the data, or we're just not going to get a cure at all. And either one is going to be really hard to deal with. Because either one is going to have to I'm going to have to deal with Wrex, who already is having trouble believing us. He pretty much in every single conversation with him lately has been talking about how he doesn't trust us. And I think I keep trying to make excuses in my head that we're still friends, but if he could leave the Normandy right now, he would not look at us ever again, most likely. I think it's time to go down to the engineering station. We did get Donnelly and the other one back on board. I can never remember their actual... Daniels, that's right. Donnelly and Daniels. We got the engineers back. We've parted them, so I think they're probably hanging out in here.
So,
Yep.
Gabby, have you seen Edie's new body?
Oh, I knew this was coming.
I just mean, it's an amazing work of engineering. Elastic titanium silicon polymers, ultra-light harmonic phased power cells.
Mm-hmm.
And if she ever accidentally walks into a wall, there's just so much padding.
Ugh, I knew it.
Wish I were a wall.
Pretty much are.
Oh no, I can't edit it out because he triggered a cough because I was laughing so hard, and I can't edit it out. I'm sorry. I'm getting better. I'm just still like, as you can tell, still like hacking stuff up. So I apologize. That was a really funny comment. I'm so happy that they are back on board. I think Donnelly and Daniels was one of my highlights in Emmy too. They were amazing. So the stuff that Donnelly said,
It's great to be back.
Was so great.
Be in an Alliance uniform again.
Aww.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Commander.
Nothing to report.
It's so good to have them back on board. So good to have them back.
I'm glad the commander didn't forget us down here.
I told you Shepard would come visit.
Aww. I can't wait to eavesdrop on more of their conversations. I am so excited about that. The day that the eavesdropping stopped, I was so sad.
You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
Someone's gonna take you seriously. The Asari Republic's vote on stuff like this.
We'd all save every world if we could, but we can't.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the crewmate on
Fly
this.
ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Lose the peace or lose your spot on this ship, Allers.
This is exactly what I was afraid of.
Thanks, Commander. What's your choice, Allers? Like you said, it's just your opinion, right?
I'll pull it.
Okay, that was... I hope I made the right decision. I understand why sometimes, like she's saying, lose one colony, save the other ones. Our whole time with the Alliance has been trying to save people. I feel like sacrificing is not something that I am used to saying that we should do. So I felt like we should have sided with the commander on that one. But I feel like every time that I try to do one of those, I always pick the wrong one.
Why are you so interested in my people, Asari?
Protheans were always an enigma, a mystery to solve. I wanted to know what happened to your civilization. Why did such an enlightened race disappear?
Enlightened?
Well, it seemed that way.
And now that I am here,
I wonder what it's like waking up 50,000 years later to a new galaxy.
I believe this cycle cares too much about what other species think. Krogan, Turian, Salarian, all were primitives in my time. What good does their help do now?
We can't win this war on our own.
Yeah.
Then demand their help. Do not indulge their selfish requests. What will saving one Krogan matter?
If only it were that simple.
Yeah.
If they get in your way, destroy them.
Excuse me?
I apologize. The previous occupant of this room left traces of himself. I have absorbed some of them.
Yes, Grunt. He was a strong one. Maybe it's best if I let you recover.
That would be best.
So that was Grunt talking. I don't know. It kind of sounds like something Javik would say. If they're weak, destroy them. That's pretty much what he said when we first met him, and he was talking about the primitive races, and he was going on and on about how the weak would never make it in his civilization. So I think he was blabbering, and then when he got the bad remark from her, he was like, oh, I better backpedal. I better backtrack. I'm the only one here. I'm the only Prothean alive after 50,000 years.
Did I mention Salarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Mordin Salarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first.
Oh my gosh.
His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one.
That's actually really funny. Problematic.
This Cerberus, I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you. They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped.
Yeah, exactly.
The Wrex Krogan offered me a job. He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at.
Everyone's come up here and talked to Javik.
Yes. Yes.
I also kind of agree with him. I mean, not that we should just like destroy people that don't want to help us, because we need everybody on board. We all need to work together. But the tedious, like, you scratch my back, I will scratch your back, type of like bickering back and forth, fighting while literal planets and homeworlds are being destroyed is so awful. But it is the politics behind things, and it makes it feel so realistic, because in real life, look at what happens in real life when there are wars and they're trying to get on the same page and trying to work together, and there's good and there's evil, and it's so messy. And it feels messy in this game. It feels extremely messy. We're trying to fight this one big element that is taking over, and we can't even agree to work alongside each other for long enough. We all have to like cross our T's and dot our I's for each other in order to have allies. It's so messy, and it's so chaotic, and it's so disappointing, but it is also very realistic, because it's something that would happen in real life too, where you're asking someone for help, or even not even something as big as war, but you ask someone for help that, you know, you're kind of cordial with, but not really. And they're like, yeah, but you have to do this for me in return. It's so realistic. that it would be this way.
Shepard, thanks again for being there at the refugee memorial. I feel better. Everything's so much clearer now.
Glad I could help.
Sur'Kesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally, I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of your shuttle, you comply.
Probably wise.
You think he's 800 pounds? Holy.
Is everything okay, Shepard? Everything is in order.
All right, let's go over and see Jason. Or Jacob. I think his name's Jacob. Oh, it's James.
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Sur'Kesh. I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying.
It is kind of strange that Cerberus came to Sur'Kesh right as we did. Who is the person that is leaking this information? There's no way that they could have just... I mean, unless there's some sort of like bug still in EDI maybe that is like tracking, but I feel like EDI would know. I'm just trying to think about everybody that we know on board and who would have betrayed us, who would have given information to Cerberus about what we were doing on Sur'Kesh, because it's just a little bit strange that they came so quickly. I feel like there has to be something still on the Normandy. Even though the Alliance scrubbed it, they did say that they were like mid-scrub and they weren't completely 100% done yet. That's why there's wires everywhere and the ship looks like super half-built. It's because they were going through making sure there's no more Cerberus equipment up in here, but maybe they missed something. I don't know.
Wrex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. Mordin's something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Hey.
All right, everyone, that's it for today. I'm very nervous about what is going to happen with Eve. I just have a really, really strong feeling that we've really messed up with Malin's data, just in the fact that she will probably either not make it or the cure will not be viable or something bad is going to happen. I know that we're in for a really serious plot twist. I don't think there's any way that I can destroy Malin's data and also save Eve and cure the genophage. I feel like one or the other is going to end up getting messed up. And Malin said that the genophage cure should be good to go. He did mention a little bit of red flags about some of the stuff that's been going on with the genophage cure, but that for the most part, it should be okay. He brings up a lot of concerns when talking about Eve's health, though, and how if he had Malin's data, he would have been able to save her. She would have already been cured and on the way to recovery. But since we don't have that data, Malin is kind of forced to play a guessing game with her health, isn't able to fully focus on curing her because he's also trying to make the cure for the genophage that is like a one size fits all. So I am very nervous going into whatever next part there is in this. Today, I kind of started to regret my decision on Malin's data. I was not regretting it up until I started to talk to Wrex, and he said to me that even if the genophage were cured today, there is no room in his heart for revenge or hatred or wanting to get back at everybody for what happened to the Krogans. And I don't think it was until that moment that I started to... There's a fish out of the tank. There's a fish out of the tank. Get back in the tank. Sorry. There was... Squirrel. Or fish. There was that moment when he said that to us that I really started to regret my decision about Malin's data. I hadn't ever really had that feeling before. I knew that I made the decision based on what I read in the Codex, based on what I had seen and heard from Dr. Mordin prior to ever talking to Wrex about the genophage. I put my faith into the lore and made my decisions based on what the history had presented, and sometimes history looks the darkest before it gets brighter. I'm really disappointed in myself that I didn't realize or see it or try to think about the future of the Krogan race, knowing how much I love Wrex, but I just kept in the back of my mind thinking about how Wrex is such an outlier, how he's a one-off, how every other Krogan that we have come into terms with or run into, they just want to kill and they just want to murder and they just want to hate on Salarians and Tarians and everybody else that didn't help them. Mordin saying about how every single time it pointed to war, it drove in my head and it played on repeat, rather than listening to the one person that I actually love in this game. And I'm disappointed in myself a lot because I harped so much on our priority missions in ME2, how I wanted to do well by my crew. I wanted to follow their hopes and their dreams and do what they wanted to do because I love my crew and I love the characters and I love getting to know them. I don't really see Commander Shepard as this big bad commander where you have to like stand at attention every time that she passes by. Ira Shepard is very much someone that I want them to feel safe going to at the end of the day. We've been through enough stuff that she needs to be that commander. If she was the commander that everyone stood at attention for every time, I feel like things would have gone a little bit sideways and they couldn't trust her completely. And I'm disappointed in myself because I showed everybody else that kindness. I showed everybody else, aside from Zaid, that they could trust us and that we're there for them and whatever they want to do. We were there for Jack and whatever she wanted to do. We were there for Garrus and we let him get his revenge. We were there for Thane and we let him figure out what's going on with his son and do what he wanted to do with the situation. At the end of the day, my favorite person in Mass Effect 1 since the very beginning, I didn't listen to. I didn't listen to and I didn't try to trust him, and instead I looked at the lore and I got involved in politics and I made decisions that I am starting to regret. And I think that is what makes this game super beautiful, because it is our messy, chaotic journey where sometimes I make decisions and I'm like, yes, this is 100% the best decision. And then we turn out 2 games later that maybe this wasn't the path that we should have chosen. And it feels so organic and it feels so real. And I'm trying not to be too hard on myself because I still do believe that the genophage was meant for the time. And I'm not regretting anything until what happened today. I have not had an ounce of regret or an ounce of even thinking twice about my decisions until I got to talk to Eve. And until Wrex said what he said to me today. Like, the conversations that I had today were conversations that I needed to have forever ago to make this decision and have all of the information. And instead, I made my decision based on information that was given to me at the time, which is what you do in real life. You're given information, you draw the best conclusions, what you think are the best conclusions on them, and you stick by your guns because that's what you know. And then when other information comes to light and you start seeing that, okay, this has gone too far. What is going on with my fish? You need to get back in the tank. I'm trying to have a serious conversation here and you're very distracting. A koi fish swam around the room before you came. Excuse the mess he made. Okay, so this fish is like distracting the heck out of me. So I'm just gonna, what are the fish over there doing? I'm trying to have a very serious sign off with you guys and it's just not happening, but you all know where I stand. I have had very long discussions throughout this entire episode and I'm nervous about where it's headed. I'm really, really nervous about where it's headed. I already started to get a little bit choked up today just talking to Eve because I feel like I have done wrong by her. I feel like I've done wrong by the Krogan. I feel like I've definitely done wrong by Wrex, and every time that he tells me he doesn't trust me, that I'm just gonna blindside him, or can I trust Shepard, or Shepard this, Shepard that, my heart breaks. My heart breaks every single time. It's been a rough episode today. It's definitely been rough for my heart. I feel like I definitely could have cried there if I didn't suck it in and keep it together. And wherever this mission heads, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to pack a bag of tissues next time, because I really feel like something bad is gonna happen because of the decisions that we've made in the past. Yes, that is the beauty of this playthrough. It is a messy, crazy journey. We're in this ride together with Irish Shepard, trying to just figure out the best course of action, the best way that we can, and we're definitely not going to get it right 100% of the time. There's just no way, and I am starting to feel the weight of that a lot. So I'm definitely looking forward to hopping back into the game, but I'm also a little bit nervous about everything that is about to come to light. Thank you for joining me today. Don't be too hard on me in the comment section. You guys have been amazing about talking about the genophage last time. I really appreciate everyone being so positive and nice and just giving your opinion without getting on me for mine. I feel like last time I talked about the genophage in Mass Effect 2, it kind of went over like a bag of bricks, because I'm honest. I'm honest about how I feel about things in the game. You might not agree with my opinion, but I feel like the first time I kind of talked about the genophage did not go over well at all. So I appreciate the heck out of you guys and how well you handled the comment section on the last video, because I know it's a very taboo topic to talk about. I really loved reading everyone's opinion about it. Even if you don't agree with me, I love reading about everyone's opinions and how you feel about the different topics that go on in this game. It's something that I very much look forward to. So thank you for keeping it positive and amazing, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye everyone.